Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm really scared to speak on this because I still feel like it's not recording, so I'm going to say it again. So, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry to be recording this video a little bit too late in the day because I got home after 9 p.m. and when I tell you I'm tired, I am tired because the heat just came out today and I was everywhere, and now I just want to retire to my bed, which is fine, but I still need to do this video, which I'm doing now. My phone is not on 15%, which is fine. Should be able to record this live. So I needed to do this video first because if I don't do this today, it means I've got to then do it again tomorrow. And then I've got to also remember what I need to say for this video. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like in life, try and do your task when you can. Like, don't leave until tomorrow to do it because that's when it becomes more difficult. Do you know what I mean? Like, say if you need to go to the shops and then you leave it until tomorrow, maybe tomorrow you can't do it. So that's just me rambling on. I do apologize. I like to talk a lot of rubbish sometimes. So yeah, I needed to do this video today because if I don't do it, as I said, it's just gonna pile on top of me, and then tomorrow maybe I won't be able to do it tomorrow, and then I'm gonna feel even worse that I haven't done it because then I'm gonna be beating myself up for not doing it yesterday. Do you see what I mean? It has a domino effect. So guys, as you already know, I've started my, sorry, I'm shaking the camera like crazy, it's because I'm holding it. So as you guys already know, I'm doing this journey with God, so spending 90 days with him. So I want to review over that today. Um I'm not gonna use this video to be like sharing my knowledge or anything like that. I'm just gonna be reviewing over what I've done so far. So that means I'm gonna be reflecting on everything, if that makes sense. So it's gonna be a nice easy video for me before I retire to bed, and it might give me some motivation to do some new stuff tomorrow. One thing though, I failed today because I was out and my plan was to do everything and then come back home and read Genesis. I think I mentioned that in the first video that I was going to do that. And this is me making excuses. So I could literally get the Bible now and read it, but should I do that, guys? Should I get the Bible now and read it? I could do that actually. Um, Give me a moment. Let me just get the Bible and read it because I should not be making any excuses. Let's get the Bible. Hi, Candyman. How are you? So, I've got my Holy Bible here. Same as I'm making excuses, I've got to get my Bible now and read it. So, I got this Bible off Amazon because I need a Bible ASAP. And I wanted to start reading it and getting in touch with the Lord and like learning about the Bible and stuff. So, let's turn it on to Genesis. So, I really should have kept this for a separate video because I feel like it's rushed. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to rush. So, in Genesis, the Lord, okay, so I cannot speak for the life of me. So in Genesis, it talks about when the Lord created the earth. So it's talking about how he created heaven and earth. And just read it as I'm here. So it talks about like how God said, "Let there be light," and then there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good, and God divided the light from the darkness. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day. So basically, if you look at this like paragraph, right, it's showing you that if you speak out what you want, it can happen. And this is where the law of attraction takes it from. So they always say, um when you speak to the universe, it will happen for you. So they take that bit from the Bible because the Bible shows you how the way God created things on earth, he spoke it into existence, he said it out loud, and it happened. Do you get what I mean? So a lot of things are taken from that aspect. So I'm good, thank you. I'm just a bit tired today, but I needed to do this video. I'm so happy that you're alive. You made it. You made it to my life. So if you look at the world, like a lot of people take that from the Bible where they use, like, can I say magic? So um you hear them do a spell and then they use a wand for it to happen. So you can see how they take that element from the Bible. They use it to their imagination to act like they're creating something new, but we all know that with the Bible, God did it first. That's how the earth was created. So he spoke it into existence and it happened. So he said, let there be light. So he could see that the light was good, you know. And then let's go back to it because my memory is not the best. And then he said, let there be. So God saw the light, that it was good, and God divided the light from the darkness. So when you look at this, so God divided the light from darkness. This is kind of what the Lord is doing now. So he called the darkness night. Okay, so basically what I want to say is, this is what God is doing now on earth. So he's dividing the light from the darkness, and you can apply that to people. So people that are living in darkness, he likes to separate, make a clear distinction between the two. This is why a lot of people don't get along, because you can see who's in the light and who's in the dark. So if you're in the dark, which most people can be, and they may not be aware of it, you will get triggered by the people that live in the light. So it's kind of like a spiritual warfare or spiritual battle going on that people are not aware of that's happening. So if you're like close to God, or if you're getting close to God, or if you want to be close to God, the more you do so, the more you will see the light from the dark, and you'll be able to differentiate. Not always, but you need to lean on him for understanding, because you can't lean on your own understanding. So I definitely could go more into that, but um yeah, so light and dark is clear difference, opposite. So God can differentiate between what's light and what's dark. Do you get what I mean? So the good and the bad, if that makes sense. So now that we've done Genesis, we're going to do more Genesis tomorrow. Now that I've started that, I think that's what I might have to do, is just get the Bible in the videos and read it as I'm there, and then we can talk about it a bit more. I'm loving these videos. I'm loving them. So let's have a look at my notes. So do you remember when I did day one video? I didn't like, I basically, as I recorded that live video, I did more work. Okay, so I watched some videos and I made notes on them today. So we're gonna go over that. So I completed my schedules yesterday. So you remember I do a little daily schedule. I also watched a video yesterday, Tony Evans, and it's titled Walking the Path of Purpose. So when I watched this video, I really wanted to grab my notebook and make notes, which I didn't do. I regret not making any notes. And what I did was, in the morning I made some notes based on that video of what I could remember. So he talks about Paul in the Bible. I cannot speak, I'm so sorry. He talks about Paul in the Bible. So I made a note saying, who is Paul in the Bible? Because obviously I have not read most of the Bible. So I'm still learning. I want to know who Paul is. I need to do that, can be my homework. I need to find out. Which I could maybe do tomorrow. If I get the chance, I'm going to try and make some time for that. I could also Google it as well to find out who he is, and then read that chapter in the Bible, if that makes sense. From that video also, I learned to stop, this is my notes, so I learned to stop revealing secrets to the enemy. So he was talking about I can't remember exact, but he was basically saying that if you are living both worlds, so if you're believing in God but then living in darkness, do you get what I mean? Like it's kind of bad because you could be giving God's secrets to the enemy. Do you know what I mean? So when I watched that, I believe that I could apply that to real life because in day-to-day life, like sometimes you could be giving information to the wrong person. So basically, just imagine if you're friends with two people and these two people do not like each other, okay? So one friend is going to you to find out information about friend number two. Okay, so friend number one, friend number two. So friend number one is seeking out information from you about friend number two. So if you tell friend number two the secrets, it could be bad for you, is what I'm trying to say. So another example I could give is if you're about to get in a relationship with someone and you're giving someone else information about that person, they could sabotage it. Do you get what I'm saying? So be careful when you're giving information to people. So if you're doing that, like if God can see that you're not trustworthy or you might be giving secrets to people that are working for Satan, you won't be able to level up is what I'm trying to say because you're not equipped for it. Um Thank you so much. Yeah, I definitely need to take my time to talk. I don't know why I'm rushing. I don't know why. Maybe I'm nervous or maybe I'm cold. I don't know what it is. And it could be because I'm tired as well. All right, now let's go into the next part. So, I watched another video which I truly loved. I wanted to, because basically, if you remember from my first video, I was saying I believe God has me in isolation. So, I wanted to find out more information about that. One second. So, I watched a video on YouTube called Five Reasons Why God Has You in Isolation, and that is by Virtuous Bell. I think I pronounced it right. And these are my notes, okay? So I said, I believe he wants to evaluate? Elevate me. Oh my God, I need my glasses. So I believe he wants to elevate me because, and I gave my reasons for that. So when I watched the video, I believe that God wants to evaluate. God wants to elevate me because sometimes you could be stuck at a certain level in your life and maybe there's no one around you that can help you advance to the next level. So I believe that I could be in isolation so I can connect better with him and maybe this will give me a new insight to connect with different people. It's not an insult to anybody around me. It could be that you know that phrase when you know how your life is going to be like in the next 5, 10 years when you look at who you surround yourself with. Do you get what I mean? That could be that kind of phrase. So imagine if God wants me to do like some voluntary work, for example, if I'm not around like people that are telling me to do that, or if people are in that field of work, then maybe I would never do it, is what I'm trying to say. Or maybe I would never listen. It depends if I listen to his word or not. I know that's a poor example, but I try my best. Um, the second one was. Sorry, I'm just reading what I've just basically said. I believe it's also to cut off my distractions. So you know, like how I said deactivated social media. I've kind of like gone back to it today, but not fully. Like I haven't reactivated my Instagram because if I reactivate my Instagram, it would be game over. Um, but I did go into my other Instagram page to look at like food inspiration for meals and stuff, which was fine because it's not like I'm going down like Instagram feed and clicking like and everything. I'm not doing that, which is good. And I've also sent a few messages on WhatsApp because back of my mum was bugging me because I'm thinking, what if people are trying to reach out to me? So I was curious about that. So, but other than that, like I had this sudden urge to want to like reactivate my Instagram, but I'm so glad I didn't do it because if I did it, it would be game over. Um, so I believe like it could be to get caught up on distractions, like especially how my job's gone as well. So it could be like God wanting to get my attention. I hope I'm right about this, but maybe it could be that. I'm just guessing by what he said in the video. Um, but time would tell. Time always tells. Like it might not make sense now, but in years to come, you'll be like, yes, I see why God did that. Um, Also, it could be because he wants me to connect with him and learn more about him on a deeper and spiritual level. So there's so many levels to God. When I say so many levels, I mean based on your own perception. So everyone can say they're a Christian, but not everyone connects with him on the same level, is what I'm trying to say. Because I'm so tired, I can't go too much into that topic. But you have to connect with him, you have to read the Bible and stuff like that. Um, can also add that this morning I actually got up, did what I usually do, and then my brain was like having racing thoughts. And I thought to myself, wait, you're alive. Thank God for being alive. So I did. I said a little prayer. I said to him, I give you thanks for waking me up today. And it felt good because it gave me a bit of peace. So maybe I need to implement more of God in my morning to start my day right. Do you know what I mean? Like I need to start doing that. I also we'll go back to that. Let's go back. Let's just finish this because if I start this, then I'm gonna forget what I was gonna say. Um, so I believe he also wants me to learn about myself in order to grow, believe in myself, and kind of see myself for the level that he sees me. Even though I wrote that, I don't believe it's entirely true because I believe that I know about myself, but sometimes I can be a bit ignorant and feel like I know everything, but of course I don't. I don't believe that I can fully see myself how God sees me because I feel like that's like a superpower of God that he can see like greatness in people, but not everyone has the capability to see that. Do you know what I mean? It's only his actions that can make you realize that wow, he believes in me. Um, but everyone that believes in God are great people. Like you need to believe that. Do you know what I mean? I believe I am growing. I always like to learn about myself and learn new things in life. Um, Believing in myself, I think I do. Sometimes I doubt myself, but that's nothing to do with it, I don't think. And I also did my schedule, which I did number one, did number two, did number three. I still need to do number four, but I can do that tomorrow because that's nothing important. I just need to upload something online, which is fine. So let's go back onto my day. So I did really well today. So I was taking a breath because I'm so tired. So woke up, gave God thanks. I also got up like early today. Like I remember telling myself the night before I need to get up early. Like when I say early, not like super early, but just earlier than usual, so I can be ahead of the time. I did that. Oh my god, I achieved so much in that short time. So I had my breakfast. When I tell you I was making notes in my notebook, I was so happy. Studied languages. So I studied three languages in the morning slash afternoon and I loved it. So I did a bit of Spanish, I did a bit of Portuguese, Brazilian Portuguese, and then I did French. So with Spanish, I was trying to learn the numbers and I was doing like a fun quiz game, and then I was learning prepositions in both French and Portuguese. I don't even know if it's a good thing to learn all languages at the same time, but I just want to do that. I also read a bit of my book as well, How to Be a Grown Up, and finally read the Bible to you guys. Um, but tomorrow we'll see what I need to do next. But I'm not making any sense now because I'm so tired. But guys, I definitely like feel like I failed today because my plan was to do everything today, come home, make dinner, and then read Genesis and talk to you guys. And I didn't do that, so I think that maybe it's best to start reading the Bible like in the daytime or like morning slash afternoon. I think so. I need to just try and get into a routine of waking up a bit more earlier for the day and then completing those tasks. You can tell that I look tired now. It's come to the end of the day and I just want to get some rest. But I'm going to end this video here now because I'm too tired. I'm not making any sense. But guys, if you are following me on this journey, just share like any of your favorite Bible quotes. What's your favorite chapter in the Bible in the comment section below, or just like give me some ideas of what you'd like me to put in these videos. Also, if there's anything in particular you want me to put in. Also, I hope everyone is having a blessed day. I hope everyone is well. I hope everyone is happy. Like, be happy. You are alive today. Like, that is something to celebrate. Also, guys, I'm just feeling good because I'm starting to do some more of my hobbies. So, do you know, like when a child does like different activities like that, will read a book, they will play, sing, dance, like we shouldn't neglect doing those fun things. So we should connect back with those things, is what I'm trying to say. I hope you guys can hear me. So I'm gonna leave this video here now before I fall asleep on live. And I'll see you guys all very soon. Bye.